And we are back. Pokemon White 2, Hardcore Randomizer, the run continues. With only 3 members of the Elite Four and the champion left, do we have what it takes to bring it home? All right, let's just reset here. Let's take on this second member of the Elite Four. I'm going to lead with Crobat, given that speed, and potentially just get a Confuse Ray down to buy some time for the rest of the team. I'm not sure. We really have no status. I really should have just brought a Grass type, taught it like Stun Spore or something. But then it has a 25% mischance, so losing Chimecho might haunt us forever, honestly. So here we go, Grimsley, 4 Pokemon. That one was pretty difficult. Let's see if Grimsley has similar or different Pokemon in that regard. Electivire comes down. I don't think it has Ice Punch, so I'm feeling pretty good of going for Lexi here in the Landorus. Let's see what Electivire goes for. It goes for the Thunder, which is just beautiful. So we might actually completely wall this guy, but just in case, oh, the Withdraw comes down, goes in for the Reinculus, and this is still going to be a really good option. All right, so I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean it probably just has a stab psychic, I would think. I think it would just have a stab psychic. And I'm actually going to go Rock Slide to chip the damage, and then we can go from there. Oh my gosh, it's a crit. That's not what we wanted to see. The Citrus Berry comes down, but we get the flinch. We absolutely get the flinch, and that is outside of heal range. That is calculated to the heavens. Lexington from downtown, and we are looking much better now. That was the ace, so now we've got some information as well. The Bastiodon comes down, and honestly, I fear no Bastiodon. I'm going for the Shell Smash. I'm going to get a little bit tipsy here, a little bit greedy. Please don't go Stone Edge. Please go for like Iron Defense or something. You know you want to. Okay, Block comes down. That is absolutely fine as long as there's no Sturdy. This is going to be +2 attack, basically a Swords Dance, and there is no Sturdy. Absolutely. So we are +2 speed, +2 attack, and +2 special attack. The Dustox comes down, and we can just go for a fly here. I feel really good about that. Feel really good about that. The Quiver Dance comes down. We need to make sure this 5% mischance doesn't slip through our fingers. Lexington comes in from the sky and absolutely connects. The Dustox is gone, and that only leaves the Electivire, unless I'm mistaken. Technician Webster holding on to hope. The starting Pokemon is now the finisher here, and we are faster, we are stronger, and we rebound completely after Chantal. Grimsley is defeated. That only leaves 2 Elite Four members and the champion. Let's do this thing, man. Alrighty, I am feeling much better after that battle, honestly. Let's see what Caitlin is up to in here. She got her usually her Psychic type Pokemon, but it's gonna be completely randomized. And I don't know, it could be a lot worse than Chantal. It could be better than Grimsley. It could really be anywhere on the spectrum. Why? Because it's completely random. So let's see. But I feel like we got a good perspective, like a good look into the future of what we're gonna be dealing with here, because losing X-Cloud is tough, but I think like losing Landorus really would have been the issue. So as long as we have our heavy hitters, our best Pokemon, I think we'll be okay. X-Cloud's moveset wasn't the best either, so I will take that. The Mismagius comes down. Definitely could have a Psychic type move. I'm feeling okay with going for Confuse Ray. We do outspeed. I do believe Crobat might outspeed basically any Pokemon. So Mismagius is confused and hurts herself. Let's see here. Mismagius would... I don't really know what Mismagius would go for. We don't want to throw in Jellicent. Honestly, I think I'm okay just staying in with the Crobat. If it has Psychic, I'm in trouble. Poison is resisted by Ghost. That is right. So that was a terrible move. So I'm actually going to go for Fly then, but this is probably not going to be enough to kill. Let's see here. But it's always nice to see those type interactions just to get a refresher. So Ghost does resist Poison, but because of the confusion paying off, Cleveland snipes from the sky and the Probopass comes down. So unless this has the lockdown move like Arena Trap, we are absolutely okay here. And I think we're just going to go to Lexington just in case an electric type move comes down, because Probopass does like his electricity. The lock on is here. It probably has a ground type move. I think I'm okay going for 1 Shell Smash. This is the ace as it is level 58. Let's see what happens here. Probopass, what do you do? It goes for lock on again. Does it even have a move that could hurt us? Maybe not. Some of those move sets really get you as they overlap onto each other once you get high enough in level. So you might lose a really good move. We saw that with Torterra and Earthquake since we got him so late. But the Behemoth comes down, And I think a Stab Fly is going to do well. I don't know how many elixirs or ethers I have in the back, so we do want to pay attention to that. On top of that, Iris's ace is level 59, so any Pokemon that hits level 60, I don't think we're going to be able to use. So we need to watch out for both Landorus and Dragonite in that regard. And the Zapdos comes down. That's an absolute flex. And I think because we're in here, in this moment, we're going to drop back with a Rock Slide. We do have the Shelf Smash proc on as well, and Zapdos is gone. So Caitlyn, a little bit troublesome, but not too much to worry about. And that only leaves Marshall. Let's keep this thing going. It is now time for Marshall, the final member of the Elite Four. Let's do this. I'm really going to try to just focus on Crobat, the Turtle, and our other Pokemon being the Jellicent. So if we can potentially just use those three, I would be really satisfied with that. Now, if we do get into a tough bind, I'm just going to go ahead and risk the level 60. I'm going to risk going over the level cap. It's just the risk you take in these situations. But if Marshall's a pushover, we will have 5 Pokemon because Exploud's gone. And that's the other thing. Losing Exploud actually puts more XP onto our other Pokemon potentially. So Sharpedo comes down. And we're talking Water Dark here for Stab. And again, I like starting out with Confuse Ray. It can potentially completely backfire because if they never hurt themselves, it doesn't pay off. But it's a 50-50. And I like that right there, honestly. And I think we're just going to roll the same thing. Let's get that Poison Fang and see where the Confuse Ray leads us. We do get the massive poison as well. And Sharpedo gets the agility. Sharpedo gets the agility here. And I think given one more Poison Fang, now because we have the Black Sludge, it does cut the Acrobatics attack in half. But if we ever get rid of the Black Sludge and go all in on the Acrobatics, we get that double damage. That being said, though, the Blissey comes down, and Blissey might just die to a Stab Fly because of that paper-thin defense. So let's see what happens here. The Light Screen comes down, but that is special attack. So Blissey might need to grasp her egg one last time, as she might not be able to say goodbye, and she does. She absolutely holds, as that HP is a ton. On top of that, a double edge comes down coming off of a Citrus Berry, and that does no damage. That does absolutely no damage. I'm just going to go for a Poison Fang, see if we can get that poison adding up while we are in the sky, and we absolutely can. I do believe that is a 30% chance you get a poison, and another double edge comes down, and this Blissey is in prime position. I do believe a Poison Fang plus the Poison Tick is going to be enough to take down the big girl herself. And I'm kidding. We get a fadeaway crit, and Cleveland is feeling it right here, right now. Look at that. As we upgrade to almost level 59, I forgot about the experience that Blissey has to offer. And now the Simisear comes down. Will most likely be going for a Fire-type move, but probably also has access to maybe Acrobatics, Crunch, Rock Slide. Definitely Crunch, I think, by that level. Simisear at level 56. I'm not 100% sure. I think pretty safe going into Jellicent other than that Crunch, but it might not even have it. Let's see what happens here. The Flame Burst comes down. That does no damage. So if it does have Crunch, I think we need to get out of here. If it doesn't, we're fine. It actually has Leer, and that is just a disgrace, honestly. Leer and Flame Burst. Now, because it's a Stone Evolution, that might be an issue for it, as we're going to get a Rain Dance down while Webster uses the full Restore. So we're going to utilize that turn for us to not only keep us safe from the Fire-type moves, but to boost our Water-type moves. So this Surf will absolutely kill. I'm still nervous for a Crunch, and it's actually a Lick. So we get a terrible moveset on the Simisear. Being a Stone Evolution is just brutal. Just absolutely brutal, as it may have just been stuck with its original moveset, which is not great. The Jump Left does come down, a little Frisk there for the diet, as you do. And honestly, I'm just a little bit nervous for a Grass-type move, but we might be able to use the trifecta that I was talking about here, and we're going to bring out Torkoal. We are absolutely going to bring out Torkoal. We trace the Frisk, which is fine. The Worry Seed comes down, does absolutely nothing. It actually kind of helps us, as we can't fall asleep now. So if we wanted to do a Sleep Powder or something, it actually goes for the U-turn, does a little bit of chip, but actually hurts itself more with the Rocky Helmet than it actually hurts us with its own move. So this is looking fantastic. Marshall is counting down on his fingers how much time he has left with his little cotton swab here, and we fade away with the Stab Super Effective Flamethrower, and that does it for the Elite Four. That is for you, Xcloud. That is for the other 8 members that have fallen, and now it is going to be a 5v6 versus the champion Iris herself. Let's go, dude. All right. This is it. It's us versus Iris. Everybody is leveled up to 59 to match her potential Haxorus. I don't think she'll still have her ace Pokemon, but whatever her ace is, it is going to be level 59, and we managed to keep everyone under the level cap, which is just awesome. Really proud of the team there, and we're going all in. We are absolutely going all in. I have slapped a focus sash that we found in our backpack onto the Dragonite, so we get a makeshift sturdy. And I'm going to just try to sweep with Dragonite, get the Shell Smash in there, and see how much doubling can do. Let's do this. We are going to try to use a dragon against Iris and show her who the true Dragon Master is. So here we go. This is basically our second attempt, since we got absolutely shish kebabbed in our first one. So the randomizers usually do take less attempts just because you have so much access to all these ridiculous legendaries and pseudos. But here we go. Iris comes down, and it is the Charizard. What a cool match. What a cool matchup right here, right now. The two iconic dragons facing off, and I am going straight for the Shell Smash. So we actually tank that wing attack, no problem. The Focus Sash is not going to help us here, and I am feeling a little bit tipsy, a little bit greedy, and I'm going all in for a second Shell Smash. That means we are -4 on the defense. So if we get critical hit by this wing attack right here, right now, I do believe we lose our Dragonite, but thankfully no crit comes down, and now we are +4 speed, +4 special attack, and +4 physical attack, and that Charizard is absolutely drowned under the waves of the ocean, and Dragonite is popping off. Glaceon comes down. Cloud9 is here, but I don't think Glaceon is living a +4 Fusion Flare. Absolutely. That is 100 power. And Glaceon holds on with 1 HP. Is that sturdy? It's got a Focus Sash. It keeps the Focus Sash that Haxorus had initially. So we both had a Focus Sash, and that is absolutely filthy. Now, I could have gone for another Shell Smash there, actually. I absolutely could have gone for another Shell Smash. But I got really nervous, and I just went ahead and was like, get this evolution off of the screen, please, God. So we sidestepped the Blizzard. That would have absolutely killed our dragon. And the Kyogre comes down. The Kyogre comes down. We'll probably be able to live both of those, but I don't think it can live a fly since it's stab and +4. We dodged the Ice Beam, which definitely would have killed us, and the 5% miss chance is completely overlooked as Dragonite snipes the Hoenn Legendary. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. The Whale Lord comes down. Another beautiful Hoenn water type, and I do believe we are flying to the skies one more time here. The Dragonite takes off. The Water Spout is absolutely dodged, and Dublin does connect onto the chunky whale herself. Now, is that enough damage to take down the big girl? And it absolutely is. Dublin is going in for the 1v5. I mean, the 1v6, absolutely. The Thundurus is here. The Thundurus comes down, but is weak to Surf, so our +4 speed comes in and beats the Genie to the punch, and this is absolutely going to one-shot, if I'm not mistaken, and I am. The crunch comes down, and Dublin's going to die. Dublin is absolutely going to get fadeaway crit on, and a Thundurus lives, but it has a life orb, so that originally was the Drunagon. Good God, what is happening here? How does a Thundurus live a super effective Surf on +4? That is immaculate. That is absolutely immaculate, and I do believe we send out our Landorus here, paying homage to her Thundurus. I can't even talk, as I am absolutely caught up into the battle, as the final Pokemon is the Zoroark. That is really cool, and I do believe we can just fade away with a stab. Earthquake Zoroark is very cool, but very squishy. The nasty plot comes down. Iris is planning something very nefarious, but it doesn't matter, as the Zoroark is going to fall to the Gen 5 Legendary. I'm just kidding. It holds on. Hold the arc. Absolutely. The rain is coming down, but Zoroark is here to stay. I think it's going to get the heal. No, it goes for the embargo, and I get the absolute disrespect on the Shell Smash here. Absolutely. And let's just fade with a Rock Slide. Let's fade with a Rock Slide because we have the mischance. I believe in Lexington. Drop back. Let me see it. And there it is. That is going to be GG. Well played. This team had it in the bag. We lost Exploud. Dragonite went down like an absolute stud muffin, but we walk out with 4 Pokemon and the win. Whew, that was a ridiculous run. Another randomizer for the books. Iris is defeated, and that just feels good. That just feels good. As always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.